Rick, thank you. 5 witnesses took the stand today in day 22 of the lori-vallow-daybell trial. Vallow is, of course, the Eastern Idaho mom charged with murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and also grand theft in the deaths of her 2 kids, JJ and Tylee, and also her husband's late wife, Tammy. Our Shira Matsuzawa has been at the courthouse since the beginning of this trial. She has a look at what happened today.
Court ended today with testimony from Gilbert police officer Ryan Pillar. He talked about being on the scene and investigating the attempted shooting at Brandon Boudreaux on October 2nd of 2019. Brandon is the ex-husband of Lori Vallow's niece, Melanie. That night, Brandon claimed he was shot at by someone who was driving a gray Jeep Wrangler with Texas plates. Today, Pillar testified about cell phone data that placed Melanie's uncle and Lori Vallow's brother, Alex Cox, in the area of Brandon's home the night of that shooting. During the investigation, Pillar says they learned a Jeep Wrangler with Texas plates was registered to Charles Vallow, Lori's then husband, but Tylee would drive the Jeep. Alex shot and killed Charles in what he claimed was self-defense 3 months before the attempted shooting at Brandon. Pillar testified there was no evidence that Tylee ever drove that Jeep after September of 2019. He added they later collected evidence of gunshot residue in the Jeep. Pillar was also one of the investigators who talked with Lori's friend, Melanie Gibb, after Lori claimed JJ was with her during a welfare check in November of 2019. JJ was never with Melanie Gibb. Before Pillar's testimony, though, Kauai Police Detective Colin Nesbitt testified about executing a search warrant in Hawaii on January 26th of 2020. They searched the condo where Lori and Chad were staying, as well as their car. Police found roughly 14 or 15 copies of Charles Vallow's death certificate, copies of JJ and Tylee's birth certificates, and a bank or credit card belonging to Tylee. He said there was no evidence the kids were ever in Hawaii with Lori and Chad. But this morning, court began with questions about whether a secret recording from Ian Pulowski would be allowed to be played for the jury. He's the current husband of Vallow's niece, Melanie. The defense says that recording was from December 12th or 13th, and it was a conversation Ian secretly recorded of Melanie talking with Lori and Chad Daybell. The defense wanted to play the recording. The prosecution did not. The judge ruled the recording would not play because it would constitute as hearsay, but if the witness contradicted the contents of the recording on cross-examination, that would open up another opportunity for it to be played. During cross-examination, Ian said he made 9 recordings for the FBI. Today, the jury also heard from the Salmon School District payroll administrator. She says Chad visited her 2 days after Tammy died about the life insurance payout. She said she told him they had to wait for the death certificate, to which Chad replied he already ordered 8 of them. Today would have been Tammy Daybell's 53rd birthday.
Shira, thank you. And we now have a better idea of when Chad Daybell, Lori's husband, could stand trial. Today, Judge Stephen Boyce and both the defense and prosecution settled on spring or early summer of next year. We will continue to follow any updates in Chad's case, of course. And for updates throughout Lori's trial, you can visit this story on our website at ktvb.com. And for more in-depth coverage from court, just take out your phone and scan that QR code on your screen for a link to all of our coverage of the trial.